Grandpa,
I
can you please describe 10 important things in your life?
yes, I was born April 9th, 1930.
Okay.
And at the age of 3 or 4 or 5, my dad had my grandma had a stone quarry, and my dad was the boss, and we had to have a horse to pull the stone up from the quarry to the crusher. And Dad would throw me up on the horse at about 6:30 in the morning, and we'd go to stone quarry. Now that don't seem like very important, but it was important to me. I got to ride that old horse over and hook it up to the cart and pull stone up to the stone quarry, to the crusher. Now you don't have to put, I'm just talking right now, so you just put in what you want. And at 9, Dad bought me a pony.
Okay.
And
Why did he buy you a pony?
to ride,
What was the pony's name?
Billy. On this son of a bitch there ever was. You know, you don't want to take care of this, but that sucker, if Betty'd get on him, he'd get back, lay down, roll over, and roll the saddle off one time, and the next time he'd go into the clothesline and drag you off. All but me, and I beat his damn ass till he couldn't hold still. But he never done that kind of trick with me.
Oh. Billy the pony.
Billy the pony, and Kenny Green was up on the hill. He'd come down and he'd throw him off too.
What kind of a pony was it?
Just a little
Shetland pony.
Okay.
So you had fun with the pony.
Yeah, and then when I was, 9? Okay, when I was 14, I got my hip broke and was in a cast for 4 months.
How'd you break the hip?
Well, what happened? It was a disease, and I forget what the name was of the ball. You know, the ball was kind of split like that, and it went apart.
Okay.
Where were you when that happened?
At school. But for months, I was lame, and they took me to a chiropractor, and he rubbed my leg for 3 or 4 months.
It was broke.
No, before it broke.
Okay.
Because it was hurting. And Barry had the same thing done. They pinned his socket. Remember that, Brenda?
I do, at Lima. But weren't you walking out to the bus when it actually snapped?
No.
Or gave out, or where were you?
No. I was walking downtown to eat,
Okay.
and it was icy, and my foot slipped on something. And damn near, I don't know, it might have went down, but oh, it hurt so damn bad. And I walked all downtown, went to the restaurant, ate, and we always went to the pool room to play pool the rest about 10 minutes or so. But I said, I can't do that. I got to try to get back to school, because I'm going to take a long time to get me back as hard as it was hurting. So I got back so I walked back to the school, got into school, and I remember that if I put a little pressure on it, it quit hurting so much. So I scoot out my seat and put my knee on the floor and got to push on that so it wouldn't hurt so bad. When I got ready to go home, the bell rang and got ready to go home. And by that time it was really hurting. And two boys let me put my arms around their neck, and they helped me out till I got put into the door, and there was the damn superintendent. He said, "Boys, quit doing that. Walk single file.
Oh, jeez.
So I did. Got on the bus. Couldn't sit down. 'Cause it wouldn't bend enough to sit down, so I stood up all the way home.
Mm.
Got home, and I think the bus driver helped me into the house.
Mm. Wow.
And it was a full body cast, right?
Oh, clear down the right leg, clear, and this leg was down to here and up to here, and this leg was way out here.
Hmm.
19th of December till I took the cast off about the 5th or 6th of April.
Now you say you went downtown. You left school.
Yeah.
Walked downtown Russellvania.
Yeah.
To eat.
Yeah.
Why didn't you eat at the cafeteria?
Something to do.
Okay, they let you out.
Oh, okay. I couldn't play pool at school.
No, but
Eat real fast.
how much time did you have?
Huh?
An hour? 50 minutes?
I think 45.
45 minutes. You had enough time to go eat?
Oh, run downtown
and shoot pool.
Go shoot pool and run back and make it. Oh yeah, it ain't like that.
No, no, no.
And then, and when I was 16, I bought a new combine.
What kind of a tractor was it, and how much did it
Combine.
cost? Oh, combine.
When I was 16. When I was 18, I bought a brand new Oliver 77 tractor.
What year? Or what was it?
Oliver 77.
That's this model.
Okay.
What was the combine, Ian? What
Oliver.
What was an Oliver also?
Yeah.
How'd you have the money to do that?
Well, see, somehow during the years 14, 15, 16, Dad rented a lot of land and we had to farm it. I mean, you know, we rented it or went on the house. And that's how Dad gave me so much
For working.
for working, yeah. Hell, I worked like a dog.
And how much was that tractor?
Tractor was it and the breaking plow was $2,250.
$2,250. That's a
And
lot
I had
of
the
money.
money saved up to buy it. Now, the combine I bought, I used Dad's tractor, charged him $5 an acre to combine. And I combined better than, between 100 and 150 acres a year with that. And that's how I got the biggest share of that money.
Mm-hmm.
But I gave Dad to use his tractor and gas, I had to give him half the combine money.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We kind of, you know,
Work together. Yep.
A parent wouldn't think of that today,
Yeah.
but it was tough times back then yet.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Now, was that a corn picker or a bean? A bean.
Combine?
Yeah. With a corn picker, right?
No, combine.
Okay.
You know the difference between a combine and a picker?
Yeah. Yeah, I would actually pick the corn and,
Yeah,
and shuck
pick
it
corn,
and
ears.
yeah, and then throw the ears up on the back, right?
Yeah,
Okay.
combine.
How
and
many
pick.
rows was it?
What?
How many rows was it?
It was a 5-foot cut.
It just cut the corn in five.
No, it didn't. I hadn't got a corn picker. I got a combine.
Okay.
See, at that time, the corn picker was separate from the combine. There were
Okay.
two different pieces of equipment.
All right. I guess.
Nowadays, you put different heads on them.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, Tim.
I need a little coffee, Mom.
Okay.
I'm getting nervous.
You're getting nervous.
Yeah. Now, did I answer your question?
Yeah.
good?
Yep.
The combine done nothing but combine wheat, oats, and soybeans. That's all.
Yep.
Nothing to do with
5
corn.
foot. That's what I want to know. How big it was. 5 foot.
A 5-foot cut. And I could, on a good day, the most I ever done was 13 acres.
Hmm.
that's immaterial.
It was a big deal back then.
Huh?
Compared to what you had to do to otherwise, it was a big deal.
Yeah, that's better than, well, you didn't have to cut it, shock it,
Mm-hmm.
thrash it.
Yep.
But that's how that worked. And then, what age am I up to?
16.
Oh, so yeah.
18. Then I graduated from high school. Oh, no, we got to go back. Got to go
Okay.
back to 9 years old.
Mm.
That's when I rode the bus home. Opened up the door, got out of the bus, and started going in the house. I heard the radio go.
Oh, that's right. Yep, that's right. And why did you hear the radio going?
Because Mom had it turned on.
And
But it was
because of
you.
what? Electricity, right?
Yeah, that's the first day the electricity come on.
So you didn't have electricity in your house until you were 9 years old.
That's a fact. In September.
Did you have plumbing?
Indoor plumbing?
Yeah, pitcher pump.
Yeah, but you had to go outside to go to the restroom.
Oh, absolutely.
Even in the winter?
Yes. Wind blowing 90 miles an hour, and in the summertime the damn flies was thick.
You didn't, and that's why when you had to go, you went and you got on with it.
You sure didn't hesitate.
Did you take a shovel and make a path to the outhouse?
No.
Well, how'd you get the door open if there was snow?
The door pushed in.
Oh, well, that,
So,
that helps.
absolutely. I got all the answers now.
So-
I'll make some of them up probably.
Back to electricity, they had to wire the house.
I wired the house during the summer.
Okay.
Yeah.
And they pulled wire through the walls, or
Yeah. I'll tell you funny. Barry, about 3 years ago, said, Dad, there never was a light in the front room ceiling. He said, Dad, would they ever had a light in the ceiling of the front room? I said, well, yeah, he wired it, I know. We said, how'd he do it? And I said, you know how the front room, if you're looking toward Maple Greens, there's a bay window, and it came out about that far,
mm-hmm.
and then back to the corner. I said, go back there, draw a line, center it, and knock the plaster out, and you'll find the wires. That's just exactly how it went. And that was in 39, and that was about 3 years ago or 4.
Yeah, and he found it. Yeah.
Found that wire right there.
Oh,
Right where the dug a little hole and there was a wire.
Huh.
And how I remember that, I'll have it never know.
Okay, 18.
Graduated from high school,
That was in 1948.
48.
There's a car along there somewhere, I know.
What's that?
Some
Oh,
cars.
yeah, I got a car. Oh. No, I got a car after I graduated. So it's,
Yeah, I know. When did you didn't have a car until after you were out of school?
no,
Yeah.
no. When I was about probably 19, bought my first Chevrolet Fleetwood
Was it a 48?
48. No, it was a 46, and I bought it in 48.
Okay.
It
1946
was
Fleetwood.
the first year they started making cars after the war.
Okay. First year they started making cars.
What?
You know, was it a 2-door or 4-door?
A 4-door. Fender skirts and the whole 9. Fender skirts on the back and
What color was it?
yellow with musical horns and all that crap.
Did you have heated seats?
Huh?
Heated seats? Did it have heated seats?
No, it didn't have
Okay.
heated seats, only me.
The reason I asked that is my brother had a 48 Fleetwood, and it had heated seats on it.
No, this didn't.
Yeah. Well, who'd you buy that off of?
Well, Dad never was. There was a fella came there Jim Boyd was his name, and he wanted, I don't know how he ever got in this area. Somehow he got to Walnut Grove and got talking to Elby about buying him cars at the auction and selling them and making money for everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So he bought this first damn car, gave $450 for it. That's what he gave for it. And Dad give half and Elby give half, and he bought it. Well, he was supposed to sell it and make some money, see. He kept drove her for about 6 months and wasn't selling it. He was using it. He didn't have a car, so he was just using that to run around in. So they got ticked off at him and took it back, and that's how I got it.
Okay.
So that's that story.
That's 19.
Huh?
So we're up to 19 years old.
Okay.
I can tell you about a few women, but I won't get into that. But,
Okay.
got married when I was 20. Well,
24?
Wait.
Almost 24.
yeah,
What age?
24.
24.
23.
23 or 4. 48, 44, so I'd been 24 in April when I got married in
50.
February. So 24 is good.
Okay.
Then the next year I had my first son. And the next year I had my second son. And then about 6 years later I had my first daughter. And then I had another daughter about 4 years later,
7.
7. And then I had another son 5. Come on, help me.
6. 6 years
6
after
years
me.
after that.
So his children were born in 54, 55, 60, 67,
And
and
72.
73.
2, wasn't it?
3.
Was it? Okay. Okay. How many you got, buddy?
10.
You got 10? I gotta ask a question. Was Rockwell your first job that you got paid from somebody other than
Yes,
farming?
Yes.
What year was that?
That was I was 21 years old.
21.
After I bought that combine and tractor, I farmed. I ain't going to get into the long story. But anyhow, it was bad years, and I didn't make hardly nothing, and I got ticked off, and I said, I'm dead, I'm going to shopping. So I know how much I'm going to get every week. And that's what I did. Went up there, that's when Rockwell come to town.
Hmm.
And I knew there was a hiring, or I'd heard it. I went up there, went in. Al Eckhart, I said, he just had a little chair right inside the door and a little table. And I said, I'm looking for a job. He said, well, what have you done? I said, I've been farming since I can remember. He says, and he says, you're going to quit that? I said, yeah. He said, come to work in the morning.
Just like that.
Yep.
And how many years were you there? So you were there from around 51 or 52 until when?
68,
Wow. Okay.
17 years.
Okay. And how many homes did you live in?
I've owned 22.
You've owned 22 homes.
And I only ever lived in 3 and 4 plus moms.
Mm-hmm. And all the other homes were what then? Investments, right?
Yes, that's right.
Buy them, fix them up, and
Yep.
sell them.
Yep.
Anything else about over the years
Oh, jeez.
that have importance?
I don't know. I could keep telling stories
Yeah,
all
but
day.
some of the other dealings you did were over the years. You also sold investments, right, through
Yes.
IDS, and you got into some hobbies like gold and
Yes. And I sold oil
yeah,
prospects
and coins and gold.
and coins. Never bought much gold.
And you went to Alaska. That was an
I
important
went
thing
to
in your
Alaska
life.
in 1977 for 30 days.
And you've got a lot of grandchildren and even great grandchildren now. What, 17, 20, something like
Like that.
20 something. Not too shabby. Well, I think we've got enough information
Yep.
that we can take.
Now, what are you going to do with this information?
When I get home, I'm gonna put them in order.
Yeah, but then what are you going to do with it? Throw it away?
Bring it in school, and then we're gonna make a timeline.
Say it again.
We're gonna bring it to school, and then we're gonna make a timeline.
Timeline.
Mm-hmm.
You know what that timeline would consist of?
Everybody's going to bring in their interview
Yeah.
sheets, and they're going to make a big timeline.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying? So your grandpa may be one of the older ones on that timeline.
That'd be
Did
a
you
fact.
ever? Were you ever in war, or is there any historic event or that was important to you, or?
Well, I was called up to go to Korea. And I went up, and the day I had to go to Bell Fountain and get signed in, she says, I can't find your paper, but I can remember the name. And she looked, and she looked, and she looked. And there's a bunch of paper on the desk, and she went to that. I said, oh, here it is. I heard you've had hip trouble. And I said, yes, I have. She says, I'm going to send you over to Dr. Kaler and let him examine you, and if you don't pass, you don't have to go to Columbus for a physical. And I went to him, and he said, you can't go. So I was 4F.
So you never did have to serve.
Nope. I was the second bunch from Logan County called.
What do you say, Lucas?
Thanks, Grandpa.
You're entirely welcome.